In today's podcast episode, we'll be talking about how to get the highest possible nutrition on a very reasonable weekly budget. We'll share my budget-friendly farmer's market chicken soup of love, tips from the Culinary Institute of America where I went to chef school, and so much more. Happy you're here. Stay tuned. We will be right back. Hello, everyone. I am Chef Robert Lewis, the Happy Diabetic. Welcome to the internet's most delicious cooking podcast. I'm here in the kitchen getting ready to explore a healthy diabetic lifestyle. I want to take the mystery out of healthy cooking, explore some amazing foods, and my diabetic journey with all my successes and all my challenges. Let me help you live your best happy diabetic lifestyle. So welcome to the kitchen. And if you're new to the show, I am so happy you're here. I'm very excited about today's episode because a topic near and dear to my heart is how to eat healthy, but on a budget. I mean, you've been to the supermarkets, you know how expensive groceries are. So I've got some tips and tricks that could help you save some money. Where you shop, how you shop, and what you cook. And the budget-friendly recipe is going to be my farmer's market chicken soup, which is going to be amazing. I went to the Culinary Institute of America, chef school in New York, so I've got some tips and tricks that I learned from the CIA. It's going to be a great podcast. I'm so happy you're here. So let's get right into it. My tip and trick from the Culinary Institute of America is this French term, mise en place. Master the mise en place. So what is mise en place? Well, this might be the most important tip of all. Mise en place is French for everything in its place, which simply means as a chef, before you cook, have everything measured, peeled, chopped, pans greased, ovens on, every ingredient measured out and within reach. This will keep you from running around looking for dried basil when your sauce is on the brink of burning. Mise en place. For example, when I make my famous Marley May chocolate chip cookies, before I even start doing anything, I measure the flour, the baking powder, the baking soda, the chocolate chips, the vanilla, everything I need, the sugars, the butter. I have it all ready to go. Simple and easy, and away we go. Mise en place. That's the tip of the day. Okay, stay tuned. We will be right back. Welcome back, everybody. It's time for the recipe of the podcast. I'm going to start out with the recipe today because in our next topic, we're going to talk about shopping and eating on a weekly budget. And so this soup is perfect for trying it out. So let's get right into it. It's my farmer's market chicken soup. You'll find the recipe on the website, happydiabetic.com/recipes/budget-friendly soup. Or when you get into the recipe section of the website at happydiabetic.com, just do a search for budget-friendly soup. All right, well, let's get into the ingredients of this soup because it's simple, easy, and delicious. You're going to need 2 tablespoons of chopped garlic, 1 medium chopped onion, 2 tablespoons of olive oil or avocado oil, 32 ounces of chicken or vegetable broth, 15 ounces of canned corn. We're going to drain that really good. 15 ounces of canned mixed vegetables. We're going to drain that really well. A 15-ounce can of green beans. That we're not going to drain. We want that green bean juice from the can in the soup. Fresh dried or canned tomatoes. 15 ounces of pinto beans or black beans, well drained. 1.5 cups of cooked and diced chicken or 2 5-ounce cans of cooked chicken. Sometimes you can find this at the supermarket, super inexpensive. You're going to need 1 cup of cooked pasta or a half a cup of cooked rice and some salt and pepper to taste. Okay, hold on tight. This is the easy part. First, we're going to saute the chopped onion and chopped garlic in a little bit of oil in the soup pot on medium heat until everything is soft. Next, we're going to pour in the chicken or vegetable broth. We're going to drain all the vegetables and add it to the soup mixture. We're going to add the beans, the green beans with the juice. We're going to add the tomatoes. Now, you don't need to drain these if you're using canned tomatoes. All that nice tomato juice will be delicious. Next, we're going to add the chicken and the cooked rice or the pasta, your choice. We're going to season it with some salt and pepper, just a little bit at the beginning, because listen, you can always add more, but you can never take it out. Simmer the soup for about 30 minutes, stir everything up really well, and then reduce the heat. It's going to take about 30 minutes and you will serve it nice and piping hot. For a tasty hamburger vegetable soup, you can easily replace the chicken with cooked hamburger and beef broth if you want. It would be absolutely yummy. This is a simple soup. And all these items you can find at your local grocery store. Aldi's, Savers, Hy-Vee, wherever you shop. But listen, shopping on a budget to save some money is what this podcast is all about. So I can't tell you how excited I am to have you here today. So stay tuned, everybody. We will be right back. Welcome back, everybody. So, before we go any further, when we are done with my tips on how to eat healthy on a weekly budget, stay tuned because I'm going to show you and tell you how to get my 7 steps to healthy diabetic living and my bonus, my healthy eating tips. So, stay tuned and I will get all that information for you. But let's get right into the topic. High nutrition on a weekly budget. So, my first tip on how to eat high nutrition on a weekly budget is you need a plan. We meal plan every Sunday. That's kind of our jam around here. Pick any day you want, but I think planning is a really good way to achieve the goal of high nutrition on a weekly budget. The key to ensuring that we stay on budget with our groceries is to have a good plan. So, what we do each Sunday, we take a look at our calendar and see what's happening that week. When are we home for dinner? When are we not home? And from there, we discuss our preferences and what we kind of want to eat. We have a few simple meals and backup options always on hand, just in case the day doesn't go as planned. But otherwise, it's been a successful way for us to control our spending on food. Overall, creating good habits that keep us organized has been a game changer for our grocery budget. On a weekly budget for healthy food can go a long way if you plan wisely. Focusing on buying items in bulk is a key. Choosing seasonal produce, opting for generic brands, and preparing meals at home. Incorporate cost-effective staples like beans, lentils, oats, frozen vegetables, rice. These are all simple ways to bulk up your meals. Additionally, you can prioritize whole foods over processed items that maximize nutrition within your budget. Planning meals ahead of time and creating a shopping list can also help you stick to your budget and make healthier choices. Now, according to MarketForce Information 2023, there are 7 grocery stores that offer the most value for the money. Discount grocery stores like Aldi, Save-A-Lot, Woodman's, Winco Foods, Liddy, Costco, and Sam's Clubs rank amongst some of the best places to shop. And did I say dollar store? Yes. At Dollar Store, you can find some amazing deals on canned tuna and canned chicken and canned vegetables. So don't leave that out of your arsenal of where to shop on a friendly budget. And while opting for a cheaper grocery store or less expensive grocery store can certainly help you save. You can maximize your savings by implementing a few other best shopping practices. Here we go. Get the Sunday paper and check your mail. Paper coupons still exist and can be a really great deal. Sign up for the reward programs at any grocer. You'll typically find savings there. And going generic when applicable also helps, so you're not paying extra for just brand names. So what is your food budget? I think that's a great place to start. Decide what that is. Is it 100? Is it 75? Is it 300? I mean, how many people are in your family and how many meals you're going to be cooking all make that number an important factor in eating healthy. You can still create nutritious and satisfying meals. Here's a sample breakdown. Number 1, plan your meals. Start by planning your meals for the week. This helps you buy only what you need and avoid any waste. Know what you have in your fridge, in your pantry, and your freezer before you go shopping. I can't tell you how many times I've not done that and brought home foods I don't need because I already had it. Number 2, shop smart. Look for sales, buy in bulk whenever possible, and consider purchasing the store brands instead of name brands to save money. Number 3, focus on staples. Invest in staples like whole grains, rice, oats, quinoa, legumes, beans and lentils, pastas, and affordable proteins like eggs, tofu, canned tuna, or salmon. We always have 2 or 3 dozen eggs in the refrigerator because they just last for a good amount of time. And that canned tuna and salmon and canned chicken is absolutely amazing to add to those budget-friendly menus. And when you can, try to buy seasonal produce. Opt for fruits and vegetables that are in season, and they tend to be cheaper and fresher. I love to shop the freezer section for produce. While fresh produce is super tempting this time of year, go to the frozen stuff. If you're looking to save and or have concerns about being able to use something in time, frozen fruits, frozen veggies cost a whopping 20 to 30% less than their fresh versions, and they're still packed with nutrition, delicious, and super versatile. Give that a try. If you're not used to frozen vegetables or fruit, they can be part of a happy and healthy diabetic lifestyle way of eating. Tip number 5, cook at home as much as possible. Cooking meals at home is usually cheaper and healthier than eating out. Try batch cooking and meal prepping to save time and money. For example, I make a batch of vegetable soup that's probably a gallon, and there's only 2 of us at home. Because then what I do is I take that gallon of soup, portion it in freezer baggies, and freeze it. So if we want soup as a meal, we just pull out a baggie. It's got about enough soup for both of us, and it's absolutely perfect. Tip number 6, limit processed foods. Maximize your purchases of processed and packaged foods. Look, they tend to be more expensive and less nutritious. Tip number 7, be creative. I know that you guys are creative. Get creative with your meals by incorporating leftovers into new dishes and using inexpensive ingredients in different ways. Look, by following these tips and being mindful of your purchases, you can stretch your budget, your food budget, while still enjoying a variety of healthy and delicious meals throughout the week. You can do this. And listen, I love to shop on a budget, but it is challenging. One of my favorite places to go and shop is Aldi's. It's a national chain. I don't work for Aldi's, but I love the fact that their produce is, a lot of it is organic. They have great deals on canned foods. Fresh eggs are usually $2 a dozen. It's a great place to shop if you're on a budget. If you don't have an Aldi's, check out where there's one near you. You might really like it. But every budget-style grocery store offers a very similar array of foods that you can work on and work with for your budget. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, reach out to me at happydiabetic.com, my website. Go to the contact link and let's have a conversation. Share your ideas, and we'll share them with all the listeners. I'm here for you. I answer all my own correspondence, so when you hit that link, you're coming right to my mailbox. So I look forward to hearing you with your tips and tricks on how to eat on a budget. And what about that Get My 7 Steps to Healthy Living and my healthy bonus eating tips free? It's easy. Head over to happydiabetic.com. Stay up to date on new podcasts, new products, new recipes, insider tips, and so much more when you subscribe to our free VIP newsletter. And as soon as you do, I will send you my tips on healthy eating and our 7 steps to healthy diabetic living. I think you're really going to like it. Sign up today. And remember, at the Happy Diabetic Kitchen, we respect your privacy. If you're loving what you hear in the kitchen, please share this podcast with your friends, family, and anyone you know living with diabetes, type 1, type 2, or my favorite, the type 3, that wonderful, loving support person. Please leave a comment or feedback wherever you listen. It's super important. So I know exactly what you like and how I can make this the best podcast ever. Please reach out to me at my website, happydiabetic.com. Hit the contact link and share a recipe or a comment or a question. We want you to live your best happy diabetic life. Thanks again for listening. And if you're loving the podcast, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss one single episode. This podcast is not intended to replace any professional medical advice. The views expressed in this podcast may not be those of the host or the Happy Diabetic Kitchen. Always seek medical advice from a registered certified dietitian, diabetic educator, or your doctor. I'm not a dietitian, a certified diabetic educator, or a doctor of any kind. Although I have 3 children, Attila, Dracula, and Frankenstein, that makes me a psychiatrist of sorts. Always consult your medical professional when making any changes to your lifestyle, diet, medication, or anything going on with your diabetes. The Happy Diabetic Kitchen is made from scratch, seasoned with love, cooked to perfection. Thanks for listening. Our theme music is by the Happy Diabetic Kitchen Band, and of course, our kitchen mascots, Scout and Tucker. Tucker is 13. Scout is about to turn 15 years old. They are amazing additions to our family. This year, better than last year. This month, better than last month. This week, better than last week. And this day, better than yesterday. Thanks for tuning in, and let me leave you with this thought. Elizabeth Bregg once said, "Chefs don't make mistakes. They make new dishes." Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and so long for now. And remember, no one loves you more than me.